Hey, in my Morbius review, I mentioned we were in a vampire revolution. This is the start of the vampire revolution.
This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
To start, the narration is it's like ahead of its time. It's like the Batman is inspired by Twilight. Her narration is so emo, and it's like she says things like, "That was the first night I dreamed of Edward Cullen." Yeah, in my notes I wrote, "Did Twilight inspire the Batman?" Because it's just like the narrations, the vibe is the same. Yeah, so Bella moves to Forks, Washington, and there's this weird blue filter on everything. Like it's supposed to be like moody and dirty, and it looks gross. I would have gotten rid of that completely. And she meets like a bunch of new kids that are picking on her because she's not tan. And they were like, they say things like aren't people from Arizona supposed to be tan? And she's like, maybe that's why they kicked me out. Like, ew. You're not gonna make friends with shit like that. And then like somebody asked her if she wants to be on the school paper, and she's just like, I wrote it down because it's so bad. I'm really more of the kind to suffer in silence type. You're not gonna make any friends. You're not gonna make any friends. The Bella is just, and like she's so like ugh, like the whole time. It's kind of gross, but like I have a thing for Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart she's everything. At least she is now. She's not here. She is absolutely not here. So she meets Edward, and they talk about the weird incest thing going on about how they're all adopted, but yet they're all dating except for Edward. It's weird. Edward's like coming in this weird jacket and shit, but like Robert Pattinson, we're here for it. We're here for Rob. But he's just so bad. And is he? So they're like 118, at least I think. And like, is he virgin? Because he doesn't know how to talk to a girl. So Bella and Edward's relationship is like, what even is it? Like, is it like, it's not cute. It's not normal. It's creepy. Like I wrote some of the stuff down. Like, he says things to her like,
It's like a drug to me. You're like my own personal brand of heroin.
who says that to anybody? But like in 2008, everybody was like eating it up. Like it was they all wanted, like all the Hot Topic ladies wanted a man like Edward. Gross. And then the first time like Edward sees Bella, when they walk into the science class, the fan is blowing and her hair is blowing in the wind, but it's like leading her scent towards him, and he just like suffocates. Like she smells bad, and she checks herself. So like they don't really interact again for a little bit. Like she wants to confront him about the smell bad thing, because he just disappears. He just disappears for a little bit, and she's like all like upset about how this one boy might have thought she smelled. And then later in the movie, Edward randomly comes out of nowhere in his stylish Subaru and saves her from a bunch of street toughs by getting out of the car, giving them a weird look, getting back in the car, and then doing a Tokyo Drift. The Batman. He's the Batman. Like it, and then So I guess we should just get back to like other characters in this movie. Jacob's wig is horrendous. He's barely in this movie. We'll get to Jacob eventually. Eventually we'll talk about Jacob. But he's not in this movie, so we don't have much to say other than the wig is terrible and it needs to go. The villains in this movie are just kind of there. It's like that guy, one guy from the OC. It's eventually replaced, the girl's eventually replaced with what's her name? She was Emma Stone. Emma Stone played the same character. I mean, what's her? I forget her name. Whatever, doesn't matter. She's not in this movie, so it don't matter. So Bella's father. I guess we gotta talk about Charlie because like Charlie doesn't get enough play in this movie, but the play he does get, I love. So throughout the movie, like the plot centers around how people are being killed, and the cops think it's an animal attack, but really it's vampires. Really, it's the hooligan vampires with their 2008 fashion. And so they keep thinking it's an animal attack. A bunch of people die. And then Bella and Charlie go to get food. And he is asked about the update for the case. And he says, we found a bare human footprint. A bare human. What kind of bears are in Forks, Washington? That they found a bare human. They found a bare human footprint. And then I guess next we should talk about the infamous scene where Edward reveals himself to Bella. When Edward reveals himself to Bella, well, Bella starts to catch on that like something's up with Edward because he's weird, you know. But he's weird, and she gets this book and it highlights these pages, these certain words in the pages like speed, strength, cold-skinned. Is he an X-Men? Is she describing me? And then so at the reveal, she randomly follows him into the woods, suspecting this man is a vampire. Follows him into the woods. And she's alone in the woods. He's disappeared. And she goes, "You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold." I think she's talking about me, not Edward. And then we get into, you need to see what I look like in the sunlight. And she's like, "It looks like diamonds. You're beautiful." It's just like so bad. But like, I can't help it. I can't help it. And then all of a sudden they're dating. You know, they're just dating. I already talked about Skin of a Killer. It's at the beginning. I know that like later in the series you get to dive more into like the history between the blacks and the Cullens, but in this movie Edward just seems racist. Like the look he gives him when he's driving past his father. Ugh. I think the next thing we should talk about though is the rules of being a vampire here, because I don't get them. So like eating anything that isn't human blood makes you weaker than other people. Do all vampires have special powers, or is it just like select ones? So like, are they like X-Men? Like, are they X-Men? Like all the Cullens seem to be X-Men. Let's see. The score when they're at the trees. It's a bop. I'm sorry. It's a bop. Everybody's just kind of bad here, but I love it. And I don't know. I guess I'm gonna do this whole. I'm gonna do the whole Twilight thing. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna do all five. All five. So
You better hold on tight, spider monkey.